It's one of the truly exhilarating moments in sport. The sleek, low-slung cars flash down the main straightaway, and the green flag is waved to signal the start of the Indianapolis 500. This year, Johnny Rutherford was on the pole in his Chaparral Cosworth, the car nicknamed the Yellow Submarine. He was the definitive pre-race favorite, and the personable Texan lived up to all expectations by capturing Indy for the third time in his career. Today, in the Pocono 500, Rutherford will drive his backup car because he damaged his #1 machine in practice for this, the second leg of Champ Car Racing's Triple Crown. He'll start in the second row behind veterans Bobby Unser, A.J. Foyt, and Mario Andretti. The Pocono 500 today on ABC's Wide World of Sports. Onto the track as we get set for the Pocono 500, the second leg of the Championship Racing League's Triple Crown. The first race, Indianapolis. This the second. The third race, August 31st at Ontario. A 500-miler in the beautiful Pocono Mountains before a big crowd on a sunny and breezy day. Hello again, everybody. I'm Al Michaels along with Jackie Stewart. So much emphasis on youth in sports today, and the old saw, youth must be served. Look at the front row, though. Bobby Unser is 46 years old. A.J. Foyt is 45. Mario Andretti is 40. They'll start 1, 2, 3. It's been an interesting season thus far, Jackie, and this should be a wide open and most interesting race.
Well, I think it'll be another exciting race, Al. That's the main thing. We've had a set of circumstances this year. We saw at Indianapolis, a lot of spin-outs, a lot of contact with the wall during the month of May. Here at this Pocono racetrack, the same set of circumstances. During preparation for this event, we've had an enormous number of spin-outs. I think we're going to see a very exciting, eventful, and hopefully a good motor race.
Do you have a favorite?
I'd love Mario Andretti to win because he's having such a bad season in Grand Prix racing. I'd love him to do it here.
And he's only 35 miles from home. Home, of course, Nazareth, Pennsylvania. This is an interesting track. They call it a tri-oval. More on that now. Let's go to our colleague, Chris Economaki in the pits.
The track the drivers are facing today is perhaps the most difficult in the country. It's triangular, the only one with 3 sides. And not only that, each of the 3 straightaways is a different length, and each of the 3 turns not only has a different radius, but a different degree of banking. It's an impossibility for a crew chief to set a car up properly for this entire circuit. So the driver has a compromise. So you must remember when this race unfolds that the no car is exactly right for this track all the way around.
The cars right now on the pace lap, and let's set the first several rows for you. Up front, we have, as we mentioned, Bobby Unser in car number 11. A.J. Foyt, the 4-time Indy winner in the familiar red number 14. Local favorite Mario Andretti outside in row 1. Row 2, the stock block Chevy engine. Mike Mosley in car number 48, the white machine. Johnny Rutherford, the Indy winner in his backup car, not the one that won the 500. And Jerry Sneva in number 7. Row 3, 1979 Indy winner Rick Mears, Bill Alsop, and Danny Ongaias in the black car, number 25 on the outside. In row number 4, we'll see Tom Sneva in number 9, Tom Bagley in 40, and the veteran Al Unser starting outside in row number 4. In the 5th row, we've got Billy Vukovic on the inside in car number 2, Pancho Carter in 10, and Roger Rager, who has a stock block engine and briefly led the Indy 500 in May, the outside of row 5. And there's a look at the rest of this field. 33 cars in all, 11 rows of 3 each. The Indianapolis type start over this tri-oval in Pocono. The second leg in the Championship Racing League Triple Crown. The starter, Dwayne Sweeney. The pace car has pulled into the pits. The field looks like it's solidly aligned as Sweeney looks him over, and the green flag. Underway at Pocono, 500 miles. And 3 abreast the first row now as they head into the first turn. A.J. Foyt has moved into the lead. The 4-time Indy winner, a man who has won this race 3 times, and a man who won Indy, of course, on 4 separate occasions, is out in front as they head toward the second turn.
And Mario Andretti looks like he's tucked in behind A.J. Foyt, the Coyote red car, right down this backstretch. His boost of acceleration there has immediately taken an advantage, and in fact he's drawn out quite substantially there. It looks like Rutherford has found himself up there into 3rd place already. It's quite a tussle there for 3rd and 4th place back in the field there, but A.J. Foyt taking an early advantage here. He did not anticipate the flag. He went, there were 3 abreast with Unser, Foyt and Andretti in the front row, and that's 3rd and 4th. 3rd place, the yellow car there is that of Johnny Rutherford, and 4th is Bobby Unser, and 5th is Rick Mears as they come through at the end of this first lap.
A.J. A.J. Foyt, who had no success at all in Indianapolis this year. He was never a factor in the race. A lot of people were starting to write him off, but he moved out to the lead early, out in front. Mario Andretti, and they call him the local favorite, of course. This would be his home track if any is, and of course, Johnny Rutherford in the yellow car. Again, Rutherford not driving the same machine that ran away from everybody in Indianapolis, the one they said was so far superior to every other car. This is the backup car, driven by Rutherford here today. The battle right there for second and third. Andretti, living 35 miles from this racetrack, is in second position, followed by Rutherford. And Bobby Unser running in fourth position over this 2.5-mile-long tri-oval.
And you can see them coming down the front stretch here, getting out of the draft, trying to slipstream and get into turn one here to get... And we've got an incident at turn three. There's a car all over the place. There's a wheel off the car. It looks like Dennis Firestone spun there, and it seems that Al LaQuesta's involved, and also Jerry Cowell. In fact, it seems that it's Jerry Cowell's wheel that's come off. That's the car there of Dennis Firestone. It seems to have spun out there. The rear wing has been taken off. It looks like Jerry Cowell, in fact, has passed our commentary position here with only 3 wheels, so it's undoubtedly his wheel that has come off. Oh, that's the wheel sitting there. It's already jumped over the barrier. It seems all the drivers are okay, but it certainly was a mess there in turn 3.
And it's possible that Jerry Carl could get back in the race. Right now we have the yellow light flashing, the first caution period. There's Carl. That's a low-budget operation. There is Jerry himself working on the damaged left front end of the car. So Jerry Carl lending his own assistance. There is A.J. Foyt, takes advantage of the yellow flag to go in for his first pit stop. He is the current leader, but we'll have a reshuffling of the standings when we come back to the Pocono 500. Again at the Pocono 500, reshuffled standings. The first car in your picture belongs to Al Unser. However, he is almost a lap down. The leader at the moment is Pancho Carter. There he is in car number 10. However, he has not yet been in the pits. Lee Kunzman is in 81, is a lap down. Jim McElreath is currently second, but he hasn't been into the pits. A.J. Foyt, who has been in the pits, is running third, followed by Mario Andretti and Bobby Unser. But the current leader right there, Pancho Carter, a veteran, a man, Jackie, who doesn't get as much acclaim as some of the other drivers, but he can be very, very tough.
He is. He's 30 years of age. He was the Rookie of the Year back in 1974 at Indianapolis. He had the most horrendous accident in Phoenix, Arizona while testing a car there. Injured his legs absolutely horrifically. Still hasn't fully recovered from it. Has some difficulty in walking, but a very personable young man. Very nice indeed.
Pancho Carter currently in the lead. You can see A.J. Foyt starting to move toward the inside there, picking up ground. A.J. now has moved into second position. And remember, Foyt has been in the pits, and Carter has not. There's a little puff of smoke out of the back end of Foyt's car. So A.J. Foyt will have to keep our eye on him. A.J. Foyt seems to be running smoothly, but just a puff of smoke from the back end of Foyt's car early in the Pocono 500.
Well, A.J. Foyt is now trying to catch up that distance from Pancho Carter. He certainly appears to have the fastest car on the racetrack today for the time being. And that's Pancho Carter that you can see on the left-hand side of your screen there. A.J. Foyt in the Coyote red car on the right-hand side of your screen. He seems to be gobbling up. You can see the closing up there on these cars, and you'll see A.J. getting through this in no time at all. How is he going to handle it? Passing cars, very important, particularly. And here he's chosen exactly the right place. Pancho Carter there in the number 10 car, and A.J. Foyt pulls out as Pancho, I'm sure, was not quite aware that he was right behind him there, that A.J. Foyt was as close behind him as they get past Al Unser there, who had been into the pits earlier. Pancho Carter taking a small advantage, A.J. giving him his head. A man of enormous experience. He wouldn't jump on top of another car right there. He would let him get away from the traffic, and now he can go about his business of trying to get ahead of Pancho Carter and regaining this lead of the Pocono 500-mile race.
And you would think at this point, the way A.J. has been running under the green flag, he has to be quite confident in the way his car has set up early in the Pocono 500, and as you say, Jackie, it's simply a case of picking his spots and not doing anything that might create an incident or cause A.J. to lose some precious ground.
And one of the most important things here is, in fact, setting up a car. How you set up a car, and Pancho took a strange line there. That was an unusual line for the young man to take. He was either avoiding a bump that he knew existed there, or